Did you catch wind of this Calvin Harris and Chicane controversy from a month or so ago? So, Calvin Harris's most recent Hands in the Air Ibiza hit is called Blessings, and it's a euphoria-infused, emotional trance-inspired tune. As is the case with all of my favourite Harris work, this one clearly wears a reverence for classic 90s dance music on its sleeve. Calvin Harris is always pulling from that well, and sometimes it results in him leaning into homage territory. I would argue that this is kind of the whole point of Calvin Harris post his second album, Ready for the Weekend. And so the first time I heard Harris's new song, Blessings, I immediately thought, I love Calvin Harris, always pulling from the best reference points in dance music history. This is clearly an homage to ambient emotional trance legend Chicane. I mean, it sounded obvious, in the same way that it sounds obvious the way that Peggy Gou song is paying respect to ATB's 9am Till I Come. Which, incidentally, I totally beat her to several years earlier on this unbelievably slept-on 8-minute-long dance music epic, which I'm confident will one day be recognised as a classic of the genre, titled Innocence Module. So if you really think about it, Peggy Gou was clearly just following my lead and paying respect to my underappreciated art. A facsimile of a facsimile. I've always been too far ahead of my time. But back to Harris. I was shocked to see that a couple of weeks after he released Blessings, there appeared to be somewhat of a controversy, or controversy, brewing around what many old man ravers who took too many pills in the late 90s were calling a blatant rip-off of Chicane's classic work. More surprising still, the man himself, Chicane, had taken to TikTok, where he attempted to prove that Harris had illegally sampled his tune using elite and intimidating legalese such as, "I shall be protecting my intellectual property."
I am defending my copyright and my intellectual property here, guys.
I mean, come on, Chicane. Can't you just be flattered that Calvin Harris is clearly influenced by your work? Isn't it nice to think that he probably listened to your early albums as a young teenager, and now he wants to share that love through his work? Show some class like I did with regard to Peggy Gou when she did the same thing to me with my music. Now, this is where things started getting kind of muddy for me. Calvin Harris posted a reply to Chicane on his social media, clocking in at a whopping 8 whole minutes. Wow, that's even longer than my aforementioned future classic Innocence Module. Now, even though it is very funny to watch, and at times it feels like it's been pulled from a Limmy live stream,
it's not the same. What?